My name is Richard Serrano, and I'm from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I'm a network field engineer, and I do telecommunications.
My name is Phil Tribe, and I am from Alaska. I am retired locomotive engineer.
My name is Leanne Jack, and I grew up in Appleton, Wisconsin. So I'm a web designer and a front-end developer.
My name is George Brooks. I am originally from New Jersey. Been in IT for the last 33 years. And in between that, still cutting down trees, climbing trees, and all that other stuff in between.
My name is Terrell Lee. I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I work at a small used car lot just to get out of the house.
I discovered this whole community of traders in the trade room, which, you know, I was sitting in front of my computer at home all by myself, and now all of a sudden here is this community out there, which I found very generous. Everybody was so supportive and welcoming. It just really blew me away.
What makes us so different than other schools is that we're just not your typical school that's just going to teach you how to trade. We're going to go out there and be part of a family, be part of a team. We're looking for traders that we could trade together.
My name is Josh Levitin. I'm from Bethpage, New York, and I'm the senior instructor here at Cybertrading University. What makes our on-site class so great, aside from the networking aspect of it all, just having our students meet each other for the first time, is the fact that myself and Fausto are very hands-on with our students in the sense of just being able to literally overlook their shoulder and watch their trade, what they're focused on from their platform.
Some news came out and the thing just popped.
While I can comment on what they should focus on online, they might not be able to understand that as well compared to having us right there in front of them.
I kind of like the idea of not being in front of a computer 8 hours a day, because I can't do that. So I kind of like the idea of doing it in the morning and then going to do all the other stuff I need to do.
Everyone that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner. Yeah, it's like it's not worth it.
When I spoke to Fausto on the phone and he interviewed me, the thing he said the hardest thing for me to do would be to unlearn the things that I previously learned. And it turns out that's 100% true. And the stuff that I'm learning from him and from Josh and everybody has really made all the difference in the world in understanding what a day trader is and how it actually works.
Fausto and the staff at CTU University, they're really on top of everything. They give you good trade choices, and they keep you alert onto whatever's happening in the market at the time for the day.
Right, so we made a profit. What did I just say earlier? Just take the money and run, because guess what? If you didn't take it, how would you be doing right now? Now you're losing money. You're just trying to make that day's pay. That's all you're looking to do. You got it, you made it. Listen, for every stock that kept on going, for everyone that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner.
I don't think you're going to find a better support team in the stock trading business anywhere. That's why I'm here at the platinum level.
You know, a lot of people want to go out there and trade and don't know if it's for them or not. And guess what? That's okay, because it's not. And the thing you have to look at is you have to find a mentor, you have to find a school, you have to sample a couple of things with a couple of schools out there, do a couple of classes, and you make the choice. But don't make the biggest mistake that people make. Go out there and be part of 90%, maybe even higher, of the failure rate in today's industry, because people want to try it before they learn. I mean, would you ever want someone to work on your loved ones that never went to med school? Or how about just giving your finance money to some financial planner that never learned finance? We are no different, but you are on the right path. The right path is you should be doing it on your own. And by doing it on your own, you need a mentor to show you how to do it. And that's what you're going to get here at Cybertrading University. All right, fellow traders, my name is Fausto from Cybertrading. Let me get a little chat back if you could hear me loud and clear. Just give me a little hello, hello. All right, perfect. Let me just share a couple of things here, get a little organized. As always, got the webcam up and running. All right, hopefully everybody can see me okay. Can everybody see me fine? Melissa, Monty, okay, good, loud and clear. Okay, well, hopefully everybody enjoyed that quick little video. We wanted to kind of like build a little montage of students of ours that were trained over the years. You can kind of really hear the real honest truth of who are these people. And if you looked at them, they're just like you, okay? They're business owners, they're professors, they're oil rig guys, they're grandmas and grandpas, engineers, you know, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Car salesmen, anybody. But they realize that they got to start taking matters in their own hands. You see what's happening in today's markets with COVID, and you could see how things could just like that could disappear on you in a heartbeat. And you see how people could lose so much money. I mean, if you did not sweat it out, what happened when back in March when the market crashed, and then a lot of you made a ton of money with the market coming back, and you're like, wow, I wish I caught that rally, or some of you did, and then like, is it over? That's it? No, it's like that every day. So what I'm going to do today is, I'm those people that you saw in that video. I am looking to recruit more traders like that I could teach and trade, because I'm looking to trade with traders. I'm not here just to teach you, but I'm here to show you that I can make you think for yourself. You don't need some stupid indicator to tell you what happened in the past. You want to be able to predict the future. So I'm going to show you how to do something that's called the KISS method. Keep it super simple, okay? And that is something that you have to learn as being a very good trader. People make things more complicated than what it is. Now, I'm going to have a lot of questions to ask everybody. I'm going to try to make this very fun, okay? We're going to talk about for an hour, all right? And let me tell you, you're probably going to be on the tip of your seat. So at the end of this presentation, just to let you guys know, is that I'm going to look to recruit some traders. Some of you qualify, some of you don't, and that's okay. But if you think you can get it and you think you are sick and tired of being fooled by other schools, being sold something that didn't come to fruition, sick and tired of losing money because you're trying to do it on your own, watching these videos, reading books, and not really going anywhere, well, hopefully today it's going to end, because 90% of the people, like I mentioned earlier, are trading backwards. It's where it comes down to it. What you're about to see today, you're going to realize, be like, oh my God, it can't be that simple. It's impossible. You're going to get it like that. In 10 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to trade. But in 10 minutes, I'm going to change your life, because you're going to realize that, wow, this is pretty easy. But you got to do it right. So what we're going to talk about is I'm going to talk about how to scan the market. I'm going to talk about, how to read level 3. I'm going to talk about level 4 too. I'm also going to talk about entries and exit points where people they just don't know where to get in and where to get out. How to analyze your trades. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And you're going to see everything that's here. It's like, makes perfect sense. Now it's time to actually go out there and do it. Now, before I get into great detail, I don't want to bore you with this too much. I know, like, can we just get to it? We will, but let me just tell you a little about myself. I am one of the original day traders that started this over 25 years ago. I started one of the very first educational schools in the industry. A lot of people that you see right now are my students that have continued and built their own style. Some of them obviously also copied us, which is great, which is flattering. But if you really want to learn and visit the original day trading room, if you really want to be part of a real market maker, which is like I was, I'm going to show you how to do it the right way. The picture you see there on the right, that's actually me showcased. I'm talking about NASDAQ Total View with Jill Maranjone from NASDAQ Center. Before, that was like one of the last videos that I've done until they shut it down. But what I basically learned is that to be a successful trader, you first have to surround yourself with successful traders. Okay, you just can't think you're going to figure it out on your own. You know how that works? Give your keys to an 17-year-old that's just starting to learn how to drive. Are you going to do that? You know what's going to happen. He'll figure it out if he doesn't kill himself first. Okay, the same thing. It's not that hard, but you got to know how to play the game. And the way I learned is that I live here in New York. I was trained by the best traders in the world. But the thing is, if you don't follow the rules, you got fired. All right. I became a very successful trader here on Wall Street. I was a market maker.
I'm going to show you exactly how market makers are basically controlling the market, which you're going to be completely shocked. All right. But you're going to see it's just a game. That's really what it is. And if you're not playing the game, I hate to say it, you're pretty much wasting your time. And most importantly, you're going to lose all your money. And I want to put the fear in God in you because, you know, a lot of people lose a lot of money and they just don't know how it works. And the reason why I know how it works is because I was one of those big failure rates. And when I said, you know what, maybe I should go work for somebody, maybe I should learn from someone that's successful at it. Wouldn't that be logical? And let me tell you, on the first day on the job, I did not feel guilty for everything that I've done. I deserved everything that happened to me. And you know what? That was the last time that ever happened and where my life changed from there. And hopefully you're going to be the same thing. So I got 2 families. I've been married over 25 years. I love to share this picture because I have 3 wonderful boys. I like to thank my wife sticking with me. You know, who wants to know they're marrying a day trader, right? Everybody's like, do you really make money? Like people like, I heard you lose money. Like, you know what? Worked well for me. But I got 2 families. I got my day trading family and I got my everyday family. And I want you to be my everyday family, which is my trading room. So my question people always ask me says, Fausto, if you're such a great teacher, why do you teach? If you're such a great trader? Well, you know, I can't talk about everyone else. I could tell you about me is that if you don't surround yourself with people that are very good and get it, you can't do this on your own. This is not the Fausto show. You know, I'm only as good as the people I train. I got more eyes and ears out there. We're a team. We trade together, and that's how we make money. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. But let me show you exactly how things work in today's market. Before I do that, I got one question I got to ask everybody. I got to do a poll. Okay. So my poll is this, and you probably see it popping up on your screen. Can you guys tell me what kind of trader are you? Are you a stock trader, options, futures, Forex? You're an investor. Just want to get to know a little bit about what everybody is in this room. Frank, to answer your question, please, would you really like to know about understanding level 3 data and time and sales? We're going to talk about that in the next 10 minutes, okay? But that's an excellent question. All right, so I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to share it so you guys can see how you guys compare to each other. Looks like we have a lot of stock traders, a little options traders, futures and Forex, which is great. So let me just put the facts down. If you're not making money within 30 to 60 days, or even breaking even by anything you're doing, you're pretty much wasting your time. Regardless of who's training you. If anyone tells you take 6 months, a year, they're blowing smoke. They're really just screwing around with you. Okay, they're lying to you. If a doctor told you it's going to take you, you know, put you on medication, and it does, and it says, oh, you'll see results a year from now, I think you better find a new doctor. Okay, so it's not that hard. Okay, but if you're not making money, or even seeing progress, you're pretty much wasting your time. All right, now let's begin. What does the KISS stand for? It stands for Keep It Super Simple. That's the lingo we go by here at Cyber Trading University. Now, who are market makers? Market makers are brokerage firms. Okay, these are the big banks. Listen, you're not going to like what I'm going to tell you. You're not going to beat them. Okay, you know, I was very inspired, and I love the story, you know, with David versus Goliath. I did a video on YouTube with Riot versus the market makers. Listen, I don't care what they say. You're not going to beat them. These people have more money than countries. Okay, they control everything. They're like the CIA, the FBI. You can't beat them. You can do whatever you want. You know why you can't beat them? Because you don't have the money they have. They don't have billions, they have trillions. They can afford to short GameStop at $100, at $300, at $500. If it went to $1,000, they know they're going to win. They got all the money in the world. So let me tell you how things work. You don't beat them, you join them. You don't got to work for them. You just got to play their game. How do you play their game? You watch what they do. Okay. Now, a lot of you are probably looking at, how is that possible? Well, my question to you is this. Any of you guys trading pre-market? You see what's happening in pre-market? Do you know what order flow is? I'm going to ask you even a better question. I want you guys to answer this question. I get a kick out of this question. Can you guys tell me, why do brokerage firms give you free tickets? Why? Why do they give you free tickets? Can anybody answer that question? Nobody can answer that question. Oh, because they're trading against you. Oh, there you go. Order flow. Very good. Listen, do you really think 495 is going to make a difference, make them or break them? They realize that, hell, if I could just give these people free tickets, I get all the order flow. They see where the money comes in. They see all of your trades. You ever heard of algorithms? They got these algorithms out there. They're actually seeing, where they're buying, who's selling it. They're just matching the order. They want you to trade. The more you trade, that's why I'm saying, oh, it's free? Oh, that's great. I could trade as much as I want now. They want you to trade. They want to see the orders. They're trading against you. Whatever you do, they do the opposite because they see where the money's coming in. How do I know that? Well, I'm about to show you right now. So basically, it comes down to this: buyers and sellers. That's all you got to know. Now, we got two different types of execution systems here, part of the platform. We got NASDAQ Total View, and then we got Time and Sales, okay? Now, these are the two main tools that we use when it comes to trading. The left one tells us where the orders are. The right one tells us who's getting executed. Now, this is the confirmations of every transaction that takes place. Now, I know some of you here look at it and says, oh, yeah, I got Time and Sales, but I don't watch it. It moves too fast. The reason why is you got your defaults wrong, okay? Which we'll fix that later. What I want to focus on is on the left window. Right there, NASDAQ Total View is what we call here at CyberTrading University, which is called level 3. So let me stop the results. And I want to do another quick poll. Does anybody here have level 3 quotes? Just tell me yes, no, I'm not sure. Let me see how you guys answer this on the poll. Wow, okay. This is great. All right, so let me end the poll and let me share it. So a lot of you don't have it. Okay, so what you're about to see is probably about where 70 to 80% of where the buyers and sellers are. Okay, now think about that. If you're able to see where 70 to 80% of the buyers and sellers are, why would you not want that data, right? Why would you not want to know that? Okay, so this right here, just to let you know, this is the beginning part. This is like kindergarten stuff, okay? So believe me, it gets a lot more, not terribly advanced, but there are more ECNs out there, but this is like the most popular one. This is like having a seat on the New York Stock Exchange. You ever see those traders on the floor? If you turn CNBC, you see they got their recording studio there. You look at all those traders on the floor. They're looking at numbers. What are they looking at? They're looking at orders. So this is how we look at it. On the left-hand side, you got the buyers. On the right-hand side, you got the sellers. Hold on, I'm going to get my crayons out here so you guys can follow along. Animations, where are we? Okay. So here are your buyers, and here are your sellers, okay? You got 3 columns, very important columns. The shares, mean how many shares are looking to go out there. The price, which is the bid, the price that how many shares are looking to be bought at that price. And then this column right here is the orders. The orders are basically how many orders make up those shares. Now, the way things work is this. If you look at level 1 is basically showing you the top number, the highest price somebody wants to buy it, and the lowest price somebody wants to sell it. Level 3 is showing you every single buyer and seller out there at every single price. So you get to see every order out there and who wants to buy it, who wants to sell it, how many orders make it up. Think about that for a second. When you look at your TD Ameritrade or Schwab or Fidelity, whatever you're using, and you're seeing like if I ask you, give me a quote on a stock, to me, that means nothing. That just tells you where it's trading now. My question is, who's buying it at that price? How many shares? And where's the big iceberg? Where's the big block order out there? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm concerned about. Not knowing, oh, look, did you see it's up? TLRY is up, 10 points today. Yeah, well, why is it going up? Who's buying it? And where's the next biggest buyers? And are there any sellers out there? There's always somebody taking a profit. So that's what we're going to talk about. So let me change the slide here. All right. So this is how we read it. We're looking at AMC. AMC, we all know about, is one of those Reddit stocks, okay, that we hear about. And that stock went from $7 right at the open. You can see here at 9:30. It went all the way down to about $5, right? 5.80. And you see how it just stopped right there? I mean, that's a pretty substantial crash. Huge drop. But why did it stop at 5.80? Why didn't it stop at 6.40? Why didn't it stop at, go back to $3? Why 5.80? It's one simple answer. It's a support level. But what makes support levels? Buyers. And when you look over there on the bid side, on the buyer side, you'll notice that there is a 111,000 share buyer out there. Now, when you look over here, you got 1,000 share buyers, 3,000. And by the way, these could be the Reddit guys. Who knows? 9 different people, 9 different orders out there make up 2,000 shares. Could be one, everyone buying 100 shares. It could be, they could split it, whatever it is. But who do you trust more? The 9 orders for 2,000 or the one big block guy out there that's looking to buy? I mean, the 4 people out there that want to buy 111,000. That's over $600,000 worth of stock versus $10,000 worth of stock. What do you think is going to move the market? What do you think is going to support? I don't know about you. I'm just a trader. I'm not an analyst. But if I had a choice, I would watch that guy. I'm on his team. I don't know why he wants to buy it there. I don't care. I don't know if because Mr. Fibonacci said so. Maybe it was because Mr. Bollinger Band, maybe Kramer. I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't matter what I think. When I think I'm going to lose, all I need to think is that guy's got $600,000 worth of stock he wants to buy there. That's where I want to buy. And if you bought it right there, guess what? You could see why the stock hit that price and went right back up to above $6. It's as simple as that. How about this one? FCEL. Stock goes from 26.80 all the way up and hits a ceiling, or you can call it resistance, whatever you want to call it. Teacup Valley, double top, triple bottom. I don't care. You could make 10 soldiers, the wick. You got so many crazy things. You could look at it. But at the end of the day, let's just look at this. Why did the stock really go down? One simple answer. There's 120,000 shares looking to be sold right there at just below $29 at $28.99. Do you really think that I am going to trust an RSI that crossed with a 200 moving average against that guy that's looking to sell close to about $2.8 million worth of stock? Really? Seriously? You really think I want to outsmart that guy? $3 million worth of stuff? No. I'm on his team. Okay. Unless you can go out there and buy those shares, I'm on his team. All right. So think about it. Does that seem complicated? Did I lose anybody, by the way? Did I lose anyone? Anyone lost? Is everybody following along? Just give me a yes if you're following along. Now, let me tell you, when I was taught this stuff, I was like, this can't be that easy. Are you serious? First of all, why is the guy showing that? Can't everyone else see that? And this is my question to everybody, because this is what happened to me. The question is, Yeah, yeah. But are you doing it? They're like, no. And then I say, who trained you? Myself. Well, back when I started, we all know that this pays a pretty nice salary. Okay. Back then, I had to pay $1,000 a month for this data. And I'm like, wow, 22 years old, $1,000 sounds like a lot of money. And my mentor back then, Frank Farrar, told me, he says, let me ask you something. You want to make $250,000 a year? And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Okay. They're like, so if it costs you $12,000 a year to make $250,000, where's the disconnect? Well, it's still $1,000. And he says, you know what? Everybody who didn't want to do it, leave. Just walk out the door. We don't need you. Okay? We don't need you. Just leave. All right? This is what it costs to be on the exchange. To be on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, those seats were going between $5 and $10 million. And you didn't make one penny. Just to have a seat on the floor. So to have a seat on the NASDAQ cost me $1,000 versus being on the New York Stock Exchange cost me $5 million. I would rather be on the NASDAQ. It's like rent. But let me say this. If I told you it cost $9 today, would you buy it? Would you buy it for $9? This data. All right, that's one person. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 150 people in here. Nobody would pay $9 for this? Nobody would pay $9 to see where 70, 80% of the volume. You should leave right now. Because then honestly, anything more I tell you is a waste of your time. Okay? And please don't take it in a bad way, but this is exactly what they told me. If you don't want to pay that money, you should not be in trading. If you think, but I get free software, good, please leave. You're wasting all of our time. Okay? $9. You would not pay $9 to see where 70 to 80% of the buyers and sellers are. I know, of course, you would pay it, Mike. I know that. Lauren said you'll pay it. You'll pay $9. I had to pay $1,000 back then. $9? Are you kidding me? $9 stinking dollars to see this? Why would nobody want to pay $9? Well, that blows me away. I don't know, but you know what? Just do me a favor. Tell me what you trade because I want to trade against you. I hate to say it. That's what it comes out. It comes down to it. All right. So I'm going to tell you how you're going to pay $9. We didn't get there yet. But I want to convince you guys a little bit more. Okay. Let me show you how simple this is. All right. Let me show you how this all makes sense. For everybody who wanted to pay the $9, we're going to get to it. Let's look at Nikola. Okay. Looking at stock and NKLA. Can you guys tell me? Actually, let me do a poll. Okay. Let me stop. Let me share this poll. Hold on. All right. Is this stock going up or down? Let's say you guys answer this question. Let's do a poll. Monty, I'm glad you said it. That's great. Monty said it perfectly. He said, you know what? Free software is almost worth what you're paying for it. That's because that's what it's worth. It's worth, by the way, anybody know any free employees out there I could find? Can I find any people that want to work for me for like 40 hours a week for free? Anybody out there? Anybody know where I can find them? Can get them to, go get my, do some data entry for me, be able to pick up phone calls. Anybody know can find me for free? I'm looking for free employees. Can I find any? Monty, do you know anybody? William, Brian, Lita, anybody? Lynn? Nope, nobody? Wow, that's great. Interesting. You just answer your question, okay? The ones are looking for stimulus, Gus. Okay. All right. So let's get back to what we're doing here. So, by the way, if you said this stock was going up, I really have no idea why you think it's going up. The trend is down. And most of you said, I'm going to end the poll right now. I'm going to share it with you. You could see that if you said it was going down, congratulations, you're right. If you said the stock is going up, quit trading right now because you're going to lose all your money. Unless you're kind of just being cute. All right. But if you really was serious and think it was going up, you're wrong. Okay. Stock is going down. I don't know where you thought it was going up. Now, for you just graduated phase 1. Let's go to phase 2. What do we need for the stock to go up? What do we need the stock to go up? Wow, look at that. Everybody's hitting the nail on the head. Buyers, right? Oh, you don't need support levels, right? Wow, I didn't hear anybody say support levels. Nobody said, oh, we need to check the Fibonacci, right? Nobody said we got to look at the RSI. We need buyers. Well, you see how easy this is? See how the KISS method works? Keep it super simple. All right, so let's go out there. Let's go find the buyers. All right, so let's go over here, look at level 3. Let's look at the buy column. Wow, we got a 110,000 share buyer at 22 bucks. You really think I'm going to want to be on the guy that wants to buy 39 shares? You really think I'm going to want to be the guy that wants to buy the one, my pointer right here. The person who wants to buy 200 shares? This is the guy I want to watch. That is my support level right there. You want to go out and pay $22.78? Great. You go knock yourself out. I'm going to wait because I know it's this, the buyer is there, which would tell me that's a support level. So I would rather pay 30 cents cheaper, 40 cents cheaper. Okay. Guess what? What did the stock end up doing? It hit it, went up, 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 hit. How many times does that have to keep hitting 22.30, 20? How many times does someone have to tell you to make you realize 22.30 is support level? But because in your mind, you're like, oh, maybe I should buy it at 22.60. Why does it keep going to 22.30? Because of that buyer. There's no other explanation other than the buyer. That's it. That's it. You want to beat today's banks, you want to beat today's brokerage firms, you have to know where they're buying and selling it. It's as simple as that. You want to go out there and stick around and go in some chat rooms, and you want to listen, you want to read a couple of newsletters that are weeks behind, okay? It's not what happens in the past. You want to be able to predict the future. You want to know where the buyers are now, not where they were. You see, the difference between us at CyberTrading University and everybody else, we don't teach you support and resistance. We show you where support and resistance level will be. That's how you make money in trading. It's as simple as that. It's called the KISS method. Keep it super simple. That's right, India. Follow the money. Follow the money. How do you think the FBI busts people? They follow the money. How does the IRS bust people? They follow the money. That's all. The SEC, how do you think they find people? How do you think somebody ratted them out? No, they follow the money. How do you think they bust drug dealers? They follow the money. How do you think we make money and trade in the market? We follow the money. That's how it goes. All right. Let's go to this question right here. Okay. Where we're going to forget about all those bells and whistles on the platform. Okay. We're going to look right here and we're going to go directly to level 3. Now, can you guys tell me, where do you see selling? Where do you think in this stock HAL would have a resistance levels? In other words, where do you think? Ballpark. All right, everyone's starting to put it in there. Remember, a seller is on, it would be on the sell order side, would be on the right. Where do you see sellers? You see now all of a sudden, like when you look at this window, if you take a step back and you're like, there's a lot of numbers there. But then when you look closely, you're like, oh, I don't care about these 600 share buyers and 200. These are what we call them, pikers, these are people that have no money. What the hell is this? Nothing. That guy that you said there at 2250, at 2451 for 60,000, I would say that's resistance. I'm not looking at anything else. I'm looking at a chart. I'm not looking at a heat map. I'm not looking at anything. All I know is that, and by the way, that's a real order. Okay. So that's another thing, but right there is that's where it is. Now, when you look at the chart here, beautiful stock. Look what happened right at 10 o'clock. It hit it, went down, hit it, went down, hit it, went down, hit it. I mean, it basically hit there for the past hour and a half. You still don't understand why it's having a resistance level? You know, that's where it comes down to it. You have to follow the sellers. By the way, we have staff in there right now. They're posting some links out there. If you want the pre-market watch list, if you want to be able to watch our YouTube channel, we're live every day, twice a day. If you want to be able to follow us on Facebook, just click on us. Just please like us, friend us, and click the little bell to get those alerts so you know when we're going to be posting. I'm always doing events all the time. Now, getting back to the slide, if you didn't have that game plan and you still haven't figured it out and you didn't get out, look what happened. Went right back down to $24. Someone told, oh, it's a triple top. Listen, I don't care if it's a triple top, a double bottom, whatever you want to call it. To me, I know what you're talking about, but what does that really mean? What does that mean? I know what I see what it means. You're dealing with a 60,000 share seller out there. That's where it comes down to it. Got to follow the money, guys. So here at CyberTrading University, we call them iceberg orders. So what I need is I'm looking for traders I could teach, help me scan the market and find these iceberg orders. I'm looking to train you out there to find these iceberg orders because there's no program out there that does it. And the only way we do it is we work as a team and we're scanning the market. I'm showing you where to find them because those are the orders we're looking for. There's no platform out there that does it. Believe me, if I did, I would have invented it. Okay. We're looking for those big iceberg orders. And when we find them, that's our game plan, where to get in and where to get out. Now, do you guys feel like, are you capable of doing that? Frank, are you capable of helping me find iceberg orders like that? Judy, Mike, Lance, John, you guys think you could do that? Monty, Robert? Mendes says, I hope so. Well, there's only way to find out, right? I'm going to invite you all into the room. You're going to see the traders I trained. You're just going to sit there and watch and see if you could do it. Because let me tell you, whatever we do, we practice what we preach live. Okay. So if you feel like you're serious, you like what you see, you think you follow the KISS method, then it looks like some of you might be capable of doing it. Let me show you and see if you could do it. So just forget about all the bad things you heard about, like, oh, if you're going to trade. I know, listen, trading's got like a very bad, reputation. And who's really giving a bad reputation? Two people, the brokerage firms who don't want you to do it, and two, the self-taught individuals that keep blowing up their accounts. That's really it. Sometimes I'll be honest, I don't really tell anybody what I do. I don't think it's anybody's business. I mean, I'm a little face figure, so people do know me on the internet. But when I'm out in the street or I'm out at a hotel, a vacation with my family, people tell me what to do. I don't really tell them because I know most of them lose money. They all say the same thing. Oh, you make money doing that? You know what? Go get your $1,400 stimulus check. Please don't bother me. I know some people, I hear it all the time. So, it's because they tried it, they failed, and they don't want to hear somebody being successful at it. You know what I mean? It's not in their nature. So let me get to the next question. Now, some people come up to you and said, oh, what about these dark pools? I heard about the fake orders, what about spoofing, all that? First of all, that's all illegal. And if they did do it, we're going to see how they did it. Okay. Now, every trade out there is real. Could somebody cancel? Absolutely. You could cancel too. Okay. So what we do is this. There's this window called time and sales. A lot of people say, oh, I don't know how to use it. It moves too fast. A couple of reasons why. First of all, you probably got your defaults wrong. Secondly, you're looking at a stock that's moving too fast. Okay. So when you look at the time and sales window, these are the confirmations of the transactions that take place. Now they're segregated in two colors. Green means if there's trades on the offer. Reds means there are trades on the bid. So here we're looking at a stock and we see there's an iceberg order out there for 26,000 shares at $12. Now, when you look at the chart, the stock busts through 12 and it goes to 1380. How is that possible? Well, guess what? Someone bought it from him. Oh yeah, that could happen, right? We see it all the time. Listen, one of the big things we look at these big iceberg orders is that when we get to them, two things could happen. It could reverse, or somebody could buy it and could break out. Remember, and I'll explain to you very simply. Can a stock break a resistance level? I was like, how did that stock break that resistance level? I don't understand. How did it do that? Well, somebody must have bought it. Somebody, it could happen. And how does it happen? The time and sales window is going to confirm, because you'll see that order get executed. That number will drop. You'll see that stock go from 26, 25, 22, 10,000, 8,000, 2,000, and you'll see that number just sitting here. Green, green, green. If somebody's buying a big iceberg order on that, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to go up. And that's what happened here. After sitting there for 2 days, eventually somebody says, you know what? This is good stock. I want to buy it. That's how things work. Lawrence, there is something called level 4, which I did not talk about. I'm going to show you my trading room, but yes, you could use that towards futures and actually cryptocurrency. But I don't trade futures. And remember, Lawrence, and I tell everybody this: are you making money trading futures? Are you doing well, Lawrence? Because if you're doing well, you really don't need us. Stick what you're doing, right? But if you're doing something and you're not making money, you're doing this for more than like 30 to 60 days, you should probably change and try something else. Listen, futures, options, Forex, it's all about the market, right? I just personally don't trade any other markets, because when I turn TV on, what do they talk about all day? They talk about the stock market, And for some of you trading options, first, you guys are crazy trading options. You can't be a good options trader if you're not a good stock trader first. It's the movement of the stock that makes an option move. You want to be a good option trader? Learn how to trade the stock first. How do you know what option to trade if you don't even know if the stock what the stock's doing? That's why they call it an option. It's another option than trading the stock. So these little things you learn as a trader. So now next thing we wanted to know is, how do you scan for these stocks, Fausto, every morning? Well, what we do here is I don't have a crystal ball. If I did, I'm lying to you. I don't have insider information, because I wouldn't be doing this for 25 years. I'll be in jail like some other people. All right. I just work and watch what happens in the big percentage gainers and losers. I teach my traders how to filter out which ones are going to give you the least amount of risk with the high amount of reward. And those are pretty much what we're doing. We got access to pre-market. We watch what the stock is moving. We see what the brokerage firms are doing in pre-market, because they see all that order flow coming in. They see all those, the uneducated, the people that can't trade till 9:30. They see where they're positioning themselves because they get those orders first. And we just follow their lead. That's all we do. And we just try to make our day. That's all. We're not looking to kill it. Right? We get rid of all that noise. Absolutely. Now, we start trading at around 8 o'clock in the morning. Room opens are about 7:30. We trade all the way to go in the afternoon. I got people out there like, Fausto, how do you do that? How do you trade pre-market? They won't let me. Come in my trading room, $9. I'm going to tell you in about a minute, and you'll see how it works. You're going to be so blown away that the good thing is, some of you are going to be like, you know what? Maybe it's not for me. And you know what? That's okay. That's a good thing. But you're not going to know until you actually get in the door. So it's time not to stop to be confused doing this. Let's learn how to keep it simple, get the right platform, get the right bells and whistles, because 90% of what they give you, these brokerage firms, is just window dressing. You're wasting your time. Being a trader, you don't need a lot of money to make this very successful. I mean, you think about this for a second. Look at this stock right here, SDC. This stock ran from 11 all the way to 13. If you bought 1,000 shares of that stock, if you just made 50 cents, that's $500. You're hard to make $500, 50 cents? What the hell's 50 cents? But 50 cents a day over the course of a year is a 6-figure salary. Where are you making 6 figures staying at home? 100,000 a year, working an hour a day. Oh yeah, I know where. Being a trader. That's why you're here. So I don't need to sell you on that. You already know that. What you don't know is you don't have to make a lot of money to be very successful at it. So one thing I want to warn all of you, please be careful watching these YouTube channels, these people bragging, hey, I made, $30,000 today, 20,000. You can't compete with those guys. First, you don't even know if they're telling the truth. They already busted 2 of them already lying. Okay. And I'm not here to bash anybody because it's really bad for our business. There's a lot of schools out there that really, like in any business, there's some sleazy people out there. It's like buying a car, I guess, right? Oh, car salesmen are the most sleaziest people, but they're not all sleazy. Some of them are honest people, but unfortunately, you have them in every business. But don't be fooled by being compared by some of these people saying how much money they make. You don't have to make a lot of money. What you need someone that's going to teach you how to make those 50-cent trades. That's it. Make your money and go home. That's all. That's all you got to do. You don't have to hit home runs. Home runs will come down the road. You just got to hit base hits. That's it. Now, every single one of you here, I'm just warning you right now, you're going to need a mentor. And you're going to need more than one. So if you go out there and you're trading and you're seeing I took a class with this one, that's fine. That's good. You got to learn a little bit about the markets, and you might want to take, certain people that trade that market. Like one of you said, I trade futures. Who trained you to trade futures? Did you listen to 2-3 people? Did you go through their training program? It's going to take some time. Why do we send kids to school? What was the purpose of that, right? Why they need to learn it. You're going to sit home and take 8 hours of your day to train your kid all day. I know, listen, there's nothing wrong about homeschooling, but you still got to make a living. The government still wants to get paid. They want their taxes. Okay. So in trading, listen, you're going to go out there and do this on your own. Good luck. All right. Not really successful, smart business decision. All right. I've been doing this long enough, 25 years. You got to have to learn from a couple of different people out there. All right. Now, what's great about this job, you can spend more time with your family. You can do things you always want to do in life. There's so much you could do here, but you got to learn how to play the game of trading. You got to be able to be on the same playing field of what those market makers are doing. Now, before we get started, and I tell you how you guys to register, and I'm going to get you in my trading room. I know you guys are excited. I just want to leave you off with this. CyberTrading University has been endorsed by more brokerage firms than any school in the industry. We got a 5-star rating on Google, or AAA rating on the Better Business Bureau. Okay. We do have some extortionists out there. Hate to say it, that write bad articles and our competitors. But let me tell you, these brokerage firms out there, do you really think they're going to have Fausto? Do you think NASDAQ needs Fausto? They've done their homework on us. They've seen us. Tasty Works, Charles Schwab, TradeStation. They do background checks on us. They look at our reputation. They see how successful our traders are. Okay. They want you to be educated. So if you don't move forward, my point I'm getting to is this. If you don't move forward CTU, just do yourself a favor. Make sure anybody that trains you is being endorsed by market makers, by brokerage firms, because they're not. There's a reason for it. Don't read between the YouTube. Please follow what they're doing. Now, this is what we're looking to do. I want to invite every single one of you to come to my trading room. Okay. We start at 8 a.m. in the morning and we run until 4:30. We do live commentary from 9 a.m. to 10:30 and 2:30 to 4 with my instructors. I want you to come into the trading room because I don't want you to judge us on our winners. The winners are really, who cares? It's the losers. We want to show you how to prevent losing. You see, everybody's problem is they don't know how to take losses. Once you learn how to take a loss, that's the hard part. But we want you to see our traders, how good they are. That what we want you to be. That's what we want you. Don't look at my wins. I don't brag. First of all, nobody brags in our room. It's against our rules. First, it's egotistical. This is not the Wolf of Wall Street type of a room. Nobody goes out there and starts saying, hey, look at my private jet. Hey, I just have my friends on my jet with me, my student, my next $1 million trader. Oh, look at a new car I bought. We don't have an ego. Listen, we're looking for serious traders, people that want to pay for their kids' college, know that Social Security is not going to pay enough. People in the, this is the, from looking at that photo, this is the people that are in here. Okay. Looking for serious traders. All right. So if you're that person that's looking for it, we're not the right fit for you. They're out there, but we're not it. We're looking for people that are just, want to go to a reputable place that I can go there, have a good team, a good family, make our money, no braggers, don't feel awkward out of it, and it's going to help me make money because that's what it's all about. Now, this is what's going to cost. Here's the $9, okay? We're going to post a link right now, all right? This is what you're going to get. You're going to get the Cyber Group Trading Room for a week, 3 daily market meetings, a morning and afternoon watch list, your own personal education advisor. Yes, someone's actually going to you can be able to talk to somebody, a live Q&A training session, a crash course on day trading. And after the week, if you feel like we wasted your time and you want your $9 back, I'll give it back to you. Trust me, I don't need your $9. That $9 is an application fee for you to get into the trading room so we know who you are. Okay? You take us seriously, we'll take you seriously. I'll show you how to read level 3, level 4. You'll get into the pre-market trading. You'll see, what we're buying, what we're selling. You're going to see everything of how market makers trade. Everything that was learned 25 years ago, I took that whole mentality of being in an on-site office and I put it online. Now, as a bonus, if you register right now, first 20 people will get a free coaching session with me. Now, think about it. Where are you going to get that for $9? When will anybody out there that you watched on YouTube or anybody or any other chat room, any trading room, went out there and says, wow, I can actually talk to the owner of the company. He's going to take the time and talk to me. Yes. You know what? Because if you want to make 6 figures, I need to know if you're qualified. I am not going to go out of my way and train you. If I feel like you're not ready for it, I got to make sure you know what you're doing. I don't want to listen, there's a reason why we have a 5-star rating in Google. There's a reason why I'm endorsed by every brokerage firm. We don't teach everyone. We don't teach everybody out there. My Google's sitting there picking up my my voice. No, Google. That was pretty funny. But if you want trading, you got to know how to play the game. So go out there, click on that link right now. $9. Get in the trading room. Talk to the education advisors. Let me show you how to read level 3, level 4. Let me show you how to compete against the top market makers. If you're going to do it right the first time. If you're not, don't even trade. Now, I got a couple of minutes here to talk. If anyone has any questions, just let me know. How much money do you need to start with trading? Listen, let me show you my room, okay? Let me show you this stock right here. Right now, they're trading this stock, okay? You could see Bonnie, you could see Andre, you could see Jose. Look, here's a stock they're trading, SOS. This stock went from right at the gate, started around $4, it ran all the way to $6.50. How many shares to buy 1,000 shares of this stock SOS? It's $4,000. If you held it, even if you made 20% of that move, you made your $500. Did you need $500,000 to do that? No. So that's a misconception that people make. Theodore, after a week, if you want to continue, it says right there, it's $149 a month. And if you don't want to continue, don't worry. We're not like some other people. I don't need the scrutiny. You don't have to continue. You let us know. Don't worry about it. Okay. Is there an option to pay method through Bitcoin wallet? No, William, that's good. That's a great question, but maybe like Tesla when you're going to spend $40,000, $50,000, but we're talking $9. Okay. Fernando, only if you're looking into exclusively day trade, but you could still do this, if you don't have that $25,000 rule, and that doesn't apply to everybody unless you're here in the States, but you can still trade. You just can't probably trade as active. Frank, yes. So if you go on our YouTube channel and you subscribe to it and you do a search for it, it will come up. Okay. I forgot which video it is, but because I don't trade Forex. Now, Fernando, we do trade options, but honestly, Fernando, why would you want to trade options if you're not even a successful day trader? You see, who's more wealthy, the guy that rents the house or the guy that owns the house? I tell everybody. So everybody likes the option story because you only need a lot of money to do it, but it's a more higher risk of trading than everybody else. Let me just move this over out of the way so you guys can follow over here the time. How many spots we got left? 6 spots. Okay. There was 150 people who were in here. So guys, you know what? Get in there, get registered. By the way, if you can't get me on the phone, you can still going to be able to talk to another education advisor. Let me just do a couple of shout outs. You hear that bing in the back? Those are you guys registering. Let me just see what we got here. All right. Kim, we just got your registration from California. Roseville. All right. Theophil from Rockville, Maryland, just got your registration. Narish from New Hyde Park. You're right at the block from us. All right. Right here. Not too far. Chio from Michigan, Detroit, which got your registration. Somebody's credit card just bounced. We'll get there. All right. A couple of things. TradeStation, Maru's TradeStation, you trade with you? Yes, actually, it's one of the platforms we do showcase in our trading room. You probably saw it right there in the trading room right here. I'll just show it to you. This is actually the TradeStation platform. You blow this up so you see a little bit better. There you go. You can see it right there, TradeStation. All right, just showing you that. Our trading room is one of the top in the industry, by the way. Theodore, you know what? I've done a lot of presentations with Thinkorswim. They're a great platform, but they're really not geared for stock trading. It's more of an option platform. So you could still use it. It doesn't have level 3 and level 4 on it, so you can't use it. So you got to buy a secondary platform. You'll see when you come in our trading room when we explain it. Jazish, after a week, if you like what you see and you see people making money, you want to continue, it's $149 a month. Okay. Well, we do a lot of swing trading. We do some option trading, but I specifically just more stock trading. That's just really, you know what? I'm not a jack of all trades. New York is known for the financial industry in the world. We mainly stock trade. That's usually what we do. Young, actually, I've done, I would say 20% of the traders in the room are from Canada. I've been traveling to Canada for the past 20 years. So a lot of Canadians do like trade the U.S. market because the volatility. We know your Toronto market doesn't move that much. So, but yes, you'll have no problem, fitting right in the trading room. We do use Metastock. Metastock is a fantastic platform. It's got all the bells and whistles because some of these trading platforms don't give you those bells and whistles, but we do use the Metastock platform. Absolutely. Great system, by the way. I guess Rich answered that question. You could use Interactive Brokers in Canada. How about Europe? I would say about 5%. We got people from Australia, Germany, a lot of people from London. If you could speak English, listen, there's a reason why China and everybody want to open up with the U.S. market. A lot of the big companies, Ferrari of Italy, they didn't want to be on the Italian market. They came to New York Stock Exchange. A lot of people know that the United States is known for one of the biggest things, technology and the stock market. So there's a lot of people from Europe, Martin, that are in there too. I had students fly from Australia that came 26 hours just to come here to New York, just to come to our on-site class. Frank, how do you access it? Pay the $9. I didn't see you register yet, Frank. Pay the $9. I'm not going to tell you how to register. I don't want to listen. I taught you enough just to be dangerous. Okay. I'm not going to teach you anything more. You're sold. Pay $9, get in the trading room, and I'll show you from there. Okay. All right. Theo, no. Okay. We do not make any recommendations. First of all, it's illegal. If any school any chat room, anyone makes a recommendation, they will be fined and be arrested. You probably heard this happen with Optionetics, Invest Tools, Online Trading Academy. The big one was Raging Bull. You can't do that. And even if it was, it doesn't make you money. We make you think for yourself. Okay. We don't make any recommendations. It's illegal. You can't do that. You got to be registered. And if you're looking for that, go right ahead. You can hear that binging go in the back. Let me just do a couple of little shout outs right here. We just got Oakley from, is that you from Germany? I think that's your registration, right? Just got yours. Terry McKay from Colorado, just got your registration. Peter from Highland Village, just got your registration. Now, if you notice, guys, at the end of when you're registering, it's very critical you fill out that questionnaire. That also is going to help us to let you know a little bit about you. We don't know who you are. Please let us know a little bit about you. It's 5 simple questions. The more we know about you, the more we can help you. Listen, trading is a very dangerous thing. And some of you probably already learned that, It's like a diet, I guess. When you're on the 17th diet, now you realize, and listen, you didn't quit on the first one. But now when you realize you need somebody, let us know a little bit about you, like a doctor. Let us know a little bit about you, what your symptoms are. We can't help you if you don't tell us about, a little bit about yourself. So what kind of brokerage firm you have, how much money you have. We'll let you know what you can and can't do, but please fill that out. Theo, I specifically like to day trade, but day trading is in and out the same day because I like to sleep at night. But then if I like something as a day trade, but then I want to make it into a swing trade like we did with Pinterest, like we did with the Riot, all the Bitcoin stocks, all the pot stocks, it will convert into a day trade. And then if I don't want to tie my buying power, knowing where they're going to be in the short term, if there's good options on it, then we'll make it onto a swing trade, an option trade. But options is last. Okay. Day trading's first, swing trading is second, options is third. You don't do the opposite. Martin, I really don't like to trade pink sheet stocks, penny stocks, but we do trade them once in a while. It all depends on the volatility and getting in and out of it. The problem is you can't really see a lot of the big buyers and sellers out there. That's one of the issues with when it comes to pink stocks. Pink sheets, bulletin board, penny stocks, we want to call them. We like to stick with more than NASDAQ National, but they're not expensive. We don't trade expensive ones, but we don't like to deal with things like in the pennies. All right. I know it sounds cool to say, oh, I trade 10,000, 20,000 shares of this stock. No, that's not how it works. Anything else? A couple of more shout outs. Robert, we just got your registration from, was Robert B from San Pedro, California. Just got your registration. Kim, we just got your registration. Kim M, we just got your registration. All right. Any other questions? Guys, listen. It's $9. What do you have to lose? Look what I showed you here. Okay, let me just go back. Okay, let me just go back. Let me bring this back. Let's go back. Buyers, sellers, support and resistance. Stock goes from $7 down to $5. Why did it stop at $5.75? 111,000 shares. Why did this stock FCEL go from $26.60 and stopped at $29.90 and went back down? Because of 129,000 share seller. You want to see these things and you want to know why you're always on the wrong side and not on the right side because you're not watching the orders. Stop playing and pretending, think that you're a trader. You can't beat these banks. You just got to use their tools and use it against them. Stop listening to other chat rooms and stuff. You know what? That just causes great, camaraderie. That makes great, activity in the market. That makes good supply and demand. But there's also these algorithms that look for that stuff. And when they do that, it's going to help them to get out of stocks. You got to follow these big block orders. And by seeing them and knowing where they're out, is going to put you ahead of everybody else out there. So you don't got to use these dinky indicators, these stupid, these people come out, these newsletters. Don't worry about the past. You got to focus on the future. And the future is, where are these block orders? Stop going out there and trying to compete against these 66,000 share sellers. Join the 66,000 share seller. Be against the guy that's looking to buy 100 shares. You're not going to win. Iceberg orders are where they're at. And if anybody tells you they're fake, please send them my way, because I will guarantee it. Get them in my room, put them in there, and we'll put their money where their mouth is. We'll see how they trade. Listen, please don't misconstrue my excitement. I love what I do, but I hate seeing people lose money in trading. It's the worst feeling in the world. I do public speaking. I see these people standing there dying for education. What do you have to lose for $9? See the real truth. See the real truth. Working through the scanners. Wow, stock's up 200%. How did you find it? Well, how do we know it's going to continue to go up? Maybe it's going to go down. You got to follow the money. We have live trading tomorrow. We have live trading every single day from 8 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Every day. And you know what? One thing you're going to learn about CyberTrading University is you're going to realize the professionalism of how much I really care, our staff, how educated they are. Believe me, some people like, I can't talk to anybody on the phone. They give me an email. I got to talk in the chat. No, we don't do that. We want to make sure you're qualified. So when you leave CTU, you're not going to say, I had a bad experience. You might say, you know what? It wasn't for me. Great customer service. They worked with me. They didn't try to sell me anything, and you know what? You say, you know what? At least I finally met somebody that told me the real truth about what I was getting myself involved in. But you got to do it right, guys. All right. So listen, this is what we're going to do. I got to run. I got to get ready for the afternoon for my traders. I'm going to play a video right now as you guys are registered really quick. I'm going to play a video really quick and about me on NASDAQ. And this was one of the last weeks before they closed the NASDAQ data center here on Times Square. And I was talking about the crash. We were in the middle of March. No, not March. I think it was February. It was March. I think it was. You'll see it. I talk about Mindora, and I'll talk about it and listen to it carefully. I'm gonna do another It's gonna be another presentation on Total View. So if you want to get another little quick education on it, it's about 9 minutes long. So don't go anywhere. So sit back, fill out the $9 trial, watch this video, and I'll see every single one of you in the trading room on tomorrow morning. If you can't make it tomorrow, that's fine. Tell your education advisor when you want to start. You want to start on Monday. You want to watch those videos. You could do that too. But make sure you take that opportunity. And if you don't continue with CTU, listen, I get it. I'm not going to be insulted. Maybe you're not ready yet. Maybe it's not the right time. But when you are, we'll be here. All right. Thanks, everybody. And by the way, for everybody that's registering, I'm just getting a whole shitload of you guys registering. Who do I got? Parish, Robert, Vas from Greece. I got a good friend of mine. His name is Vas. That's great, from Greece. My best friend is Greek. All you traders out there, I can't even coming into so many of you. I'll see you in the trading room. And in the meantime, please be safe and with the whole coronavirus. So guys, please follow the rules. But guess what? There's no safer place than to go anywhere than stay in your home. And so why not trade it and make money on it? Okay. Good luck. Happy trading, everyone. And I'll see you all in the cyber group room.
Welcome to NASDAQ Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at NASDAQ. Joining me at the market site in Times Square, New York City, we have Fausto Pugliese. He's the founder and president of CyberTrading University. We're going to take a look at how traders are using Total View. And Fausto, it could not be a better time to have you in with us at Marketplace, because with everything going on, the volatility we've seen in the market since you were with us in the middle of February last time.
That was pretty crazy.
Traders are asking